Hey, hey, Facebook. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Give me 1 second while I share this out to our usual groups. As usual, I want to say thank you to Crafty Black Girls and Black Women Turning Crafts into Coins and King's Cash Club for allowing me to broadcast in your groups. I am always appreciative. Um, If you're wondering what that noise is, I am listening to nature sounds on my streaming app. Lately, I've been, the holiday season, while it's fun, it can also be a very stressful time for people. And I, try to alleviate as much stress as I can. And one of the best ways that I find to do that is just to create as relaxing an environment as possible. So I will, when I come home, I I don't turn on any of the lights. Hi, Antoinette. So yeah. So again, how are you, my dear? If you hear that noise, that is my Pandora station. Oh, let me turn this off before they turn me off. Okay. Okay. How you doing, Antoinette? How are you, my dear? Come on, man. But you used my face. Okay. All right. Hi, guys. Hello, Facebook. We're going to get started at 8:05. Welcome. As you come in, please let me know where you are joining from so I can properly greet you. I am joining you from Hyattsville, Maryland. Okay, so we are live on Instagram and Facebook. Awesome. Everybody can see me. Great. Excuse me. As you can tell, if you watched last night, I am back at my desk. I feel much better today. I used my heating. Hi, Deasis Oliver Jose. I used my heating pad all night, and my housemate made me some really awesome tea, and I just feel like a brand new person. I still have a little bit of a cough, but I feel a million times better than I did yesterday. Like, I felt like my entire body was turning on me. Hi, Reset with me. How you doing? All right. So again, we are getting started at 8:05. It is 8:03. At 8:05, I want you to share this out to your friends, to your family members, to whoever you know who might need some business tips or, enjoys nerdy stuff like I do. We don't have a lot of stories today. Actually, we only have one story, but we're going to have a very rousing discussion on copyrights and what that means in the new age, because things are changing, and this it all ties into the story. But that's pretty much what we have planned today. It's just gonna kind of be a back and forth because we didn't have a lot of stories. Or if you guys have questions about stories that we've covered in the past, feel free to ask about those. Yes, so we are going to get started in about 2 minutes. I see 4 people in Facebook. Hi. 5 people in Facebook. Hi. Let me know where you're joining from. Instagram, let me know where you're joining from too. Instagram gives me a lot more interaction. I don't know if people on Facebook are just kind of watching on their feed and not necessarily like joining into the live broadcast. But it's cool long as you're watching. Ooh, excuse me. Like I said, yes, I'm feeling so much better today. Can't wait to get started. We have about 1 minute left before we officially get started. Yeah. What else? What did I want to tell you guys before we start? I hope your holiday season has been treating you well. I hope you're not stressed out. It can be a stressful time. Like I was saying a couple of minutes ago, I've been doing my best to minimize my stress as much as possible. All right, it is 8:05, so now it is time to share this out to your conexiones. All right? All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to NPL Legal Dish. This is my 4 times a week broadcast where I teach business and legal concepts using pop culture and celebrity news. I am Natalie Pierre-Louis, host of the show and owner and operator of NPL Consulting LLC, a business formation firm. What that means is I help people like yourself, people who want to be entrepreneurs, creatives who want to make money from their creations. I help you get your business paperwork together. So if you need help with getting your EIN number, with getting your DUNS number, with making sure you have contracts, with registering your business with the state, hiring employees properly, providing structure to your business, I help you do all of that. And if you're asking why I'm qualified, I'm so glad that you did. I am a licensed attorney. I have been one for 13 years and counting. I have started multiple businesses for myself and others, both online and offline. I've had many careers in the realms of education, the law, entrepreneurship, hospitality, and administrative support. And most important, hello, Largo Biz Group. And most important, I'm very passionate about making business and legal education as accessible to everybody as possible. Not everybody has the time, money, or the desire to go to business school or to law school. But if you're going to make it in business, there are just some things that you're going to have to know. There is no way around it, okay? So that's why I'm here. If you are interested in any of my products or services, you can go to linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. That is the only link in my bio, and it is like everywhere on my Facebook page. That is where you will find back episodes of this show, both on my YouTube channel and my podcast. You will find my business launch cheat sheet, which is High Route to Victory, which is a free download that will help you get your dream business started in 7 days or less. You will also find my e-store where you can get all of my ebooks. I still have the Gift of Knowledge ebook bundle on sale. You can go check it out. And what else is up? That's where you can also book your free 15-minute consultations if you are a first-time client. All right. So go check all that out at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. Now on to the show. The way that this works is we are going to have a dialogue. I don't like to feel like I'm just talking to myself. I like you guys to talk to me. We have the best episodes for me are when we have a lot of interaction. So that is what I like. So I don't talk at you. I speak with you. I ask you questions and I ask you to respond. All right. So we are going to get started in just a moment. Actually, we're going to get started right now because we only have one story and I want to get to our discussion. So before we get started on this story, does anybody know who Gigi or Bella Hadid are? If you know who Gigi or Bella Hadid are, give me an H in the comments. If you know who if you know who Bella and Gigi Hadid are, that's her name. If you know who Bella and Gigi Hadid are, give me an H in the comments, okay? And for those of you who might not know, Bella and Gigi Hadid are 2 of the most popular supermodels on the scene right now. They're everywhere. They've been in like the Victoria's Secret fashion show, lots of big campaigns. So they're out here. And Bella and Gigi have been sued a lot by photographers because they post pictures that photographers take of themselves, and they put it on their Instagram. Now, a lot of these cases are dismissed or settled, right? We've talked about this so many times. A lot of people see this as a new scheme for photographers to make money off of their photos. So they're, filing these lawsuits against celebrities, hoping they can get, a little bit of change. So the celebrity is like, well, just leave me alone, Anyway, so Bella Hadid has been sued once again for posting 3 pictures that were owned by this agency named Exposure. So she posted 3 pictures of herself. One when she was in Milan, one when she was in London, and another one I forget where it was. But they were all pictures that were taken by a specific photographer who belonged to a specific agency. Now, so when they saw that Bella had posted these pictures, they filed suit. And they're saying that what she does amounts to piracy, meaning that she's stealing work and not giving proper credit, and she does it repeatedly. Their argument is that her entire social media, her entire Instagram is a money-making tool. So anytime she posts pictures on there, she's costing photographers money, because those pictures, they cannot get as much money as they would for them, if they can get it at all, because the pictures are there on the celebrity's social media for any and everyone to see. So that is the argument of these photographers and this agency exposure. Now, Bella and Gigi have never taken this series of lawsuits against them, lying down. They have always defended themselves, and their main defense is that I have co-ownership in this photo because you took the picture of me. It wasn't a shoot where, I hired you to take pictures. I was literally on the street and you took a picture of me, right? The court, and that was the argument in the last case. The thing is, the court never decided on whether a person in a photo can have co-ownership in terms of copyright of that photo, because the last time Exposure sued the Hadid sisters, they did not have a legal copyright. And if you remember, now you are unable to seek legal relief for copyright infringement if you don't have a legal copyright. If you don't have a legal copyright, the court will not even hear your case. All right? So, Exposure's last lawsuit against the Hadid sisters got dismissed because they didn't have a copyright. But this time they came back with the copyright, and they want their money. They want the Hadid sisters to fork over some money, and they're like, this is our intellectual property. We shot these photos and we registered them, right? The Hadid sisters are arguing, but we're in the photo. We are the subject of the photo. We pose we have co-ownership, right? Now, in copyright law, if you're just looking at copyright law by itself, right? Hi, Lisa. If you're just looking at copyright law by itself, if someone takes a picture of you on the street, whether or not you agree to it, they can get a copyright for that picture. They just have to go to copyright.gov and, file the thing. They don't need your permission to copyright a photo that they took of you, right? Here's the thing. We are now in an age of social media. But I remember when I was growing up, you had to wait for magazines to come out to get pictures of your favorite celebrities, or you had to wait for the entertainment news to come on. Now it's right in your phone. Every celebrity has a social media, and they post pictures of themselves all the time, and it's getting a lot of them into trouble because of intellectual property laws. So how do we bridge the gap between photographers being able to copyright their work and people being able to post pictures of themselves on their social media? How do you think that can work? Because times have changed. It's not like, I have to scramble and search and find a photo. You can just look online and find one. And if I think it's cute, why can't I post it? Just asking, how many of you guys have ever seen a picture of you that a friend posted online that you thought was cute, and you went and posted it on your social media, right? Think about that. So that's basically what's happening on a grander scale with these celebrities. They see these pictures, they think they're cute, and they post them on their social media. It's happened to J-Lo, hi Tanya, it happened to the Hadid sisters, it's happened to, who else? I think it happened to Nicki Minaj. It's happened to a lot of celebrities. But we're in an age where content is readily accessible. So how do we bridge the gap between protecting copyright laws for photographers and still allowing celebrities to be able to post a cute picture of themselves? Because I would be pissed if someone took a picture of me without my consent And then I saw the picture. I'm like, ooh, that's cute. Let me put it on my Instagram. I put it on my Instagram, and then I get a lawsuit saying, hey, take that picture down or shell over some money. Because that's essentially what is happening here. So I want to know from you guys, what can be done to protect the rights of both the photographer and the person in the photo? Now, the Hadid sisters, their argument is that there should be co-ownership in copyright, because if you are the subject of the photo, you should have some ownership over it. So what do you guys think about that argument? If you are the subject of a photo, if someone takes a picture of you, whether or not you agree to it or not, do you think that you should have ownership rights to that picture? You think you can get a contract? But what if it's just like somebody who just snapped a quick shot, Tanya? Like, you're walking on the street and because think about it. If you're a celebrity, you have people snapping pictures of you all day long, all the time. So you don't notice each and every person who's taking a picture of you. So you might discover the picture, a couple days later, a couple of weeks later. So how do we protect the freedom of speech, basically, for celebrities to be able to post pictures of themselves and still protect the copyrights of photographers? Do we have any suggestions? Because there's no answer here. Intellectual property law is going to have to catch up with the times, because it's getting more and more confusing. With social media and ready access to things, excuse me, and the world becoming a lot smaller, it's a lot easier to tread on someone's toes. Tanya said, that's crazy. What happens when paparazzi photographers do this? Well, that's the thing. So the crux of this case is that one of the Hadid sisters, who they are supermodels, she posted 3 pictures on her Instagram that were copyrighted by a photo agency. And the photo agency is suing her, right? Now, they've sued her before. But the cases were dismissed because they did not have a copyright. But they have a copyright now. And like I said earlier, somebody can get a copyright of a picture of you without your consent. They don't need your consent to get a copyright in the legal sense. Now, on a moral level, on a day-to-day level, on a real-world level, that's kind of messed up, right? But that's the way that the law is right now. So what can we do to update copyrights and allow people the freedom to express themselves? Should there be a co-ownership carve out when you are the subject of a photo? What do you guys think? What y'all think? What y'all think? While you guys put in your answers, oh, hold on. Kanye said, okay, why not? Is that a federal or state law? Well, copyrights, trademarks, copyrights are federal, okay? So they're all over the country. But so what can we do to update copyright laws so people don't get in trouble for posting pictures of themselves? The way the Hadid sisters are going after it is they are saying we should have co-ownership rights in these photos because we are the subjects of these photos. So do you think that that is a good argument, or do you have any other ideas of how celebrities and photographers can kind of bridge the gap between that? What do you think? What y'all think? What do you think? While you guys... Excuse me. I apologize for the coughing. Again, I feel much better than I did yesterday, but I still have a little bit of a cough. But while you guys are putting in your comments, I want to remind you to go check out the link in my bio, linktr.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, to keep up with all of the things I do. Like you can catch up on all the back episodes of this podcast, of this show on my YouTube channel. You can get the audio on my podcast. You can visit my e-store. You can download the BizLaunch cheat sheet. You can set up your free consultation. All that is at linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree/NPL Consulting Firm. Okay, so I guess you guys, we're a little kerfuffled about that, and that is fine. Copyright law, intellectual property can be very confusing. Tanya said, no, if they have a problem, I would begin a process to make a state law. But how does that, what do you mean a state law? Explain to me what you mean by a state law. Because federal law is always going to trump state law. So it doesn't matter how many state laws you pass, if the federal law, if the federal law goes opposite the state law is out the window. So explain to me what you mean by a state law. My suggestion is that there be an amendment to the copyright, that they should add a section allowing, I think the Hadid sisters have a really strong argument here. I think that there should be, hi Niara, I think that there should be some type of co-ownership, particularly for celebrities. Photographers make, Largo Biz Group said new law may be needed for online photo sharing. You know, that is a really good idea. Maybe we need a new law for online photo sharing. So that's another idea, or alter our current copyright laws. What do you think that law would look like? How, in terms of trying to police people, how do you police people putting pictures? It's so hard, especially with as many people are on social media. There's no way you can catch everyone, right? But Tanya Blingon, didn't you say copyright was state and federal covers trademarks? No, copyright is not state. Copyright is federal. Now, trademarks, you can have state trademarks and federal trademarks, okay? But copyrights are federal all the way. So you can have state trademarks and federal trademarks, all right? Cool. Did I clear that up for you, Tanya? Okay. So I personally think that the copyright law should be altered so that there is a co-ownership if the subject of your photo was not aware that you were taking the photo, and if it wasn't for them, your photo wouldn't make you any money. Like, photographers can sell photos for anywhere between $10,000 and $100,000. You want to make money off my photo, and then you're going to sue me for posting that photo on my social media? The photo that you would not have had if I did not exist? That's what gets it for me. It's like, if these people did not exist for you to take these photos, you would have no content. So why can't they have some stake in these photos that you are taking? And that's just my argument. But do you guys feel the same? Do you feel different? Let me know. Let me know, y'all. Yeah, I think that there should be some type of co-ownership, because you're not going to tell me that you're going to take my photos, copyright them, and then try and sue me because I think it's cute and I want to post it on my Instagram. Now, and I ain't even famous. Can you imagine getting lawsuits like every other month because you posted a picture on Instagram? It's crazy. Yes. But it is a tricky topic, Largo Biz Group, and I think it's one that we are going to find more and more of, because again, because of social media, the world is getting smaller. Trampling or stepping on the toes of people's intellectual property rights is getting more and more common. So we may need to update our intellectual property laws to keep up with technology and the changing times. All right. We are in an age where, you can take 100 photos in 5 seconds with your phone and have them worldwide. So our copyright laws don't account for that, really. Right? Anyway. Yeah. But that was the story that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Okay, so we've got about 10 more minutes. I wanted to kind of go off topic. We only had that one story, but I wanted to talk to you guys about fast fashion. So we have talked about Fashion Nova and, what is it? All those Forever 21, H&M, all of these fast fashion brands, right? They prosper because there are no trademarks on clothing. regular clothing. So if I make a red shirt, I can't trademark my red shirt. If I make a pattern like the Louis Vuitton pattern or the Gucci pattern or Chanel, that's a pattern and I can trademark that. However, if I just make a red sweater, I cannot trademark that, right? So fast fashion has really taken off, and, they make knockoffs of very expensive clothes, that are accessible to pretty much anybody. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I have been reading a lot about fast fashion and, how it hurts the fashion industry. But how do we bridge, this is episode, I should have called this episode Bridging the Gap. But we are in a society where, look, everybody's trying to save $1. Everybody can't afford a $500 dress, right? So if I find a dress that is $500 somewhere else, and I find a similar dress that is like $32, how do you expect me to pass that up for, to preserve the integrity of your brand? Most people are not thinking about trademarks and copyrights and things like that on a daily basis. Like today, I had to buy a dress. And I was looking online, and the first place I went was ASOS. ASOS is an online boutique. They do fast fashion. And I found a really great dress for $32.91. I ain't ashamed to say it, all right? But it did get me to thinking, like, how does this hurt the fashion industry? How does this hurt those higher end brands, right? And what do we do as the rest of the populace? What are we supposed to do? Because they don't want us to buy fast fashion because it's not good for the environment and it undercuts designers. But I do not want to pay thousands of dollars for one single item that I might wear once or twice, right? So what is my incentive to stick with the designers? If I can get your dress or something similar for a fraction of the price, what is the incentive for me as a consumer to continue to purchase from a high-end designer? Because most of the times I wouldn't be able to afford that dress anyway. So where does my responsibility lie what is that? As a consumer? Something just fell in my bathroom, y'all. Right? So how many of y'all have bought something on Fashion Nova or ASOS, or you've bought something from Forever 21 or H&M? If you have bought anything from any of those businesses, give me a 1. If you have bought anything from ASOS, Fashion Nova, Forever 21, H&M, excuse me, Charlotte Russe, all that, all right? All of these are fast fashion, right? They give us the opportunity to, expand our wardrobes at a reasonable price. Everybody's out here trying to save $1. So why should I go and spend $700 on your jeans when I can get jeans for $20? Where does my responsibility lie as a consumer, and what is the incentive for me to buy the higher end item? What do you guys think? For me, if I'm just a regular consumer, I don't think there is an incentive, because unless you out here to stunt and you want everybody to know, well, this is Gucci, Chanel, all that. Most people aren't really that worried about the tag, right? So is the name enough to keep you faithful to the brand if you can find a cheaper knockoff? Hi, Judy Rulehack. Judy Rulehack. Oh, yeah, Judy Rulehack. Nice name. Okay. Yeah. So what do you think? So do you think that fast fashion is here to stay, or do you think that there will be some kind of revolution where, all of these fast fashion brands basically go by the wayside? Because a lot of them are going out of business. Forever 21 has filed for bankruptcy. I think Fashion Nova is being sued. They just found out that Fashion Nova is underpaying workers in their factories. Yeah, they just found out that Fashion Nova is underpaying workers in their factories. What else? H&M, they've had plenty of problems. So, do you think that fast fashion is on its way out as these companies go down, or do you think more companies will pop up? Because I remember when I was coming up, the fast fashion that was, popular was Delia's. I would get the Delia's catalog and I would look at it and I pick out the dresses that I want. I didn't buy anything, but I love Delia's catalog. So what do you think is the future of fast fashion? Do you think it's here to stay, or do you think that it's going to basically fade out because people are going to want, to make sure that their clothes are responsibly made and that, workers are getting a fair wage? What do you guys think? Oh, wow. Time went really fast on that. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of more minutes to ponder on that. While you do that, I'm going to remind you to go to the link in my bio, linktree.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree.ee/NPL Consulting Firm, linktree.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. I am not taking coaching sessions right now, not until 2020, but I am still taking discovery calls. You can book a free 15-minute consultation. I also have my Talk to Me Tuesday. So every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., you can get a 25-minute session for $25. So if you're ever interested in that, you can get that at linktree.ee/NPL Consulting Firm. Yeah. So those were just the things that I wanted to talk about today. Again, we only had one story about the Hadid sister. But I really wanted to talk about that because we have to think about these things as we go forward in the future. What is the future of copyright law? How is our use of social media going to change? Even now, think about it. When you go on social media, if you post a song, half the time they tell you can't post it or it's muted because of copyright issues, right? Or if you post a clip from a movie, they will block it. So how do we bridge the gap between social media and intellectual property, right? Okay, so that's what I'm going to leave you with, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, R. Dangerfield. You caught the tail end. You're going to have to go back and watch watch it from the beginning because I'm about to end right now. But that's what I had for you guys today. We will be back here tomorrow. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully there will be a few more stories, and we will be back tomorrow. So have a good night, guys. Take care of yourselves. I know that while this is, a holiday season, it can also be a stressful season. Make sure you are taking time out for yourselves. One of the things that I have been doing to make sure that I keep my stress levels down is when I come home, I keep all the lights off and I just light some candles, turn on the shower, put some essential oils in there, turn on some nature sounds, and just take a nice long hot shower. It's like being at a spa. Do what you need to do to keep your stress levels down, all right? So that's what I'm going to leave you with. Good night. Bye.